sleepers, guys that are on the waiver wire right now that you could get ahead of your competition on. Guys that are deep sleepers that, again, could potentially help you if you're in a tough spot in a deeper league, but should be widely available for you across your waiver wire. All right, let's talk about some of these dudes. Okay, so first of all, and chat, let me just get this out of the way. Your boy over here is struggling. I'm struggling. First of all, I'm a little bit sick. I'm a little under the weather. Okay. When you got kids, they're going back to school, man. It's sick season. Anyways, not only that, your boy's getting old, man. Let me tell you something, bro. I literally just sneezed like 30 minutes ago, and I just tweaked my back. My back is crushing me right now, chat. I'm in bad shape. That's how you know your boy's getting old. It's not a good feeling. Let me just tell you. Don't get old if you can avoid it. Anyways, let's talk about some of these dudes. Number one, man, I have been waiting for this one. Jordan Whittington. I love this guy. Slot receiver out of Texas. I mean, this is a lunch pail dude. I mean, you talk about a guy that just brings his lunch pail to work, tough to bring down, tough after the catch. I think Jordan Whittington is perfect. I mean, perfect for what they want to get done with the LA Rams. Now, he's a rookie last year, now second year this year. The reason I get excited about that is that rookies in a Sean McVay offense tend to not do anything. Doesn't matter how highly touted, but unless your name is Puka Nacua, who, by the way, is banged up, right? That's why Jordan Whittington is on this list. That's why you see this tweet from Ian Rappaport. The Chiefs get Rashee Rice back. The Rams may be without Puka Nacua this week. Bucks most likely won't have Emeka Ibuka versus the line. I just saw a comment. Another stream, another fire shirt. Bro, what do you guys know about Batman, the animated series? Oh, I just tweaked my back again, bro. Damn, dude. This sucks. What do you guys know about Batman, the animated series, though? I love this thing. It was one of my favorite, it was my favorite cartoon growing up, man. And honestly, I've been able to rewatch it. It holds up, man. It's still a good cartoon. Maybe that's just the old me talking about stuff. I don't know, man. Whittington over Malik Washington, 100%. Malik Washington's snap share is just not there, guys. Like, Nick Westbrook-Akine is getting some shares, is getting some snaps over Malik Washington. So, yeah, give me Jordan Whittington. We talk about snap share. Bro, Jordan Whittington played 92.2% of the snaps in week number 6, right? Look, I get it. He didn't do much. Okay, 23 yards on 3 receptions. He just got 4 targets. But remember, Puka Nacua got hurt mid-game in that game. If you're telling me Sean McVay has an entire week to game plan up something for Jordan Whittington, get him fully acclimated into this passing attack, I'm excited. One of my favorite sleepers this week should be widely available on the waiver wire, okay? And this is the thing. Like I said, Whittington is primarily a slot guy. Why is that important? Heavy slot usage in a Sean McVay offense is good, right? Generally, we want guys that play outside X, but in Sean McVay's offense, you think about what slot receivers have done. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua is playing 50-50 inside-outside, right? And even when he plays outside, he's playing like tight to the line flanker, right? We're talking about Jordan Whittington playing inside. I think Devontae will get some inside snaps too, and he has been. But Whittington's going to be there, right? Second year in this offense, Whittington, I think, to me, is such an interesting sleeper, y'all. Get him going. I really like him quite a bit here. All right. Let's talk about another young player in Jack Besh. Spicy Sponge, you got to start Xavier Legette. Are you cooked? Yes. Dude, I want to love Xavier Legette. I do. I love the horse stuff. I love everything about Xavier Legette's the best. I'm rooting for it. I have him on a dynasty team, right? But in redraft, he just hasn't been that guy, man. Jalen Coker's going to come back soon, bro. Like, I'm a little worried about Xavier Legette. I don't know if you're cooked. Hopefully he's not like your wide receiver 2. Hopefully he's like a flex play. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if he's a wide receiver 2, oh, golly. Okay, if he's your wide receiver 2, sorry. If I'm making random noises and you guys just jumped into the chat, just understand that I tweaked my back, bro. Your boy's in bad shape. I don't know what's going on here. But you know what? I wanted to come to the stream, talk about deep sleeper because fantasy is life, bro. Let's get with it. Okay, I want to talk about Jack Besh. And the reason being is, Jack Besh is emerging in this Raiders offense. Okay. He played 73.7% of the snaps. Meanwhile, Dante Thornton, he has receded into the background. He played just 3.5% of the snaps here in week number 6. So I would say Jack Besh is, you can add him off the waiver wire, but he's a stash and hold guy at best. The offense is kind of, it's average. It's okay. Let's be real. It's below average. He's an interesting player because I thought Jack Besh out of TCU was a really good player. I like that he's getting a lot more play time. 74% of the snaps is really good. That's what we want to see from our young wide receivers. But that being said, I think when the Raiders are at full health, and obviously Brock Bowers is still working through some stuff, Jack Besh is maybe the third option in this passing attack, right? Jacoby Myers is the 1. Brock Bowers is 2. Trey Tucker might be 3. Trey Tucker's been playing pretty decent football now. Okay. That being said, if you're looking for a guy that could get open quickly, that's Jack Besh. Trey Tucker takes a little bit of time because he runs a lot of deep routes. So that's why I feel like Besh could be interesting. Like he could move up into like the number 3 target getting role in this offense if they start prioritizing shorter passes, quicker passes. Anyways, interesting player. I thought he was a really good player out of TCU. And again, if you have room on the end of your bench, Jack Besh is a really interesting add. Okay, one more running back, and I'll get to some of your questions here. Samaje Perine. This is a player that I have liked for a long time because anytime he gets an opportunity, he plays decently well. I'm not saying he's gangbusters, right? But he's actually been playing. He plays decently well every single time he gets an opportunity. Well, I call him a professional running back, right? Is there anything that he does exceptionally well? Not really, but he doesn't hurt you anywhere. He can run inside. He can run outside. He's a good pass catcher, right? So Samaje Perine is just a professional running back. All right, Chase Brown. Let's talk about the snap share. After playing more than 70% of the snaps his first 2 weeks, Chase Brown has failed to crack 56% snap share in 3 of his last 4 games. In week number 6, Chase Brown played 53% of the snaps versus Perine's 47. It's almost a 50-50 split there in Cincinnati. I think this is important because, again, if it's Joe Flacco, he's like a check down or touchdown guy, right? He's either bombing it deep to Jamar Chase or he's going to check it down to the running back. And as we know, Perine's got good pass-catching chops. So it's not a nothing. It's not a nothing. It's not a nothing. Perine is worth a bench spot at the end of your bench, I think, for sure. Anyways, hey, by the way, chat, if y'all have questions, throw them in, right? I'm talking to y'all on the YouTube side. If y'all got questions, throw them in there, man. I'm going to try to answer as many of these questions as humanly possible here. But yeah, what do I think about Kayshon Boutte? I think he is a highly volatile wide receiver for New England. I think there are times when if Drake May is feeling it, he's going to get there and get to Boutte. Otherwise, again, he's spreading the ball around pretty good. Stephon Diggs is the true number 1. For some reason, they don't like Demario Douglas anymore. Pop Douglas is like a nothing. Bam or Tracy Jr. To play or to hold? To play, it's Bam. To hold, it's Tracy. That's what I would say. Tracy is, I think, still a pretty talented player. By the way, the reason I say that is because, Cam Scatterboo, I love the guy. Let me just start by saying I love Cam Scatterboo. But you can't run the way he's running, man. Like, he's just going straight juggernaut style, like bashing his head into people. Like, bro, you just can't do that. You can't keep playing like this. At some point, he's going to get injured, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Matt Black, should I sell Javonte Williams while he's doing so well? I'm going to say no. Miles Sanders is now on IR. Unless you think Javonte is going to get hurt. But I would say you got Javonte for free in your draft or off the waiver wire. And I don't think you're going to get really good value back. I don't know if you get good value back, sure, absolutely. And your running back depth is solid for sure. But again, I think this is a guy that's going to see 65, 70% of the snaps. With that kind of volume, a lot of running backs are going to be pretty dang solid. And the offense is good. The defense stinks, but the offense is good, right? So he'll run across a couple touchdown opportunities, right? So for me, I think Javonte Williams is a hold. He's not a buy just because I think he's not running that well. But I just want to remind folks that Rico Dowdle behind basically the same setup last year had 1,300 yards, right? And like that's kind of sort of where we're trending here with Javonte Williams. He's a 1,300-yard running back that, could run across like 6 to 8 like 8 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like it's not bad. Tony Valley, what would be a realistic trade if you are giving away Chase Brown? I need another receiver, or should I wait until Bengals schedule lightens up? See, I think even if the Bengals schedule lightens up, the snap share is concerning me right now. Is it going to be a 60-40 split? Is it going to be a 55-45 split like we saw in week 6? If it's 55-45 where, okay, they're trailing and the Bengals want to get Samaje Perine out there because they feel like he's a better pass catcher, better pass blocker. Chase Brown was a good pass blocker last year, by the way. But if they feel like, okay, Perine's better in the pass game, we could be looking at a 55-45 split. That makes me a little bit worried, right? Okay, let's get some of these other football questions here. Actually, you know what? Let me get back to my list. Okay, we talked about Whittington, Besh, Perine. A tight end that I'm very interested in, Oronde Gadsden. Gadsden played 76% of the snaps for the Chargers week number 6. No other tight end played 50%, right? That is very important. When we look for fantasy tight ends, they have to eclipse 70% snap share. Have to. There's very few fantasy tight ends, very few, that if they don't eclipse 70% snap share, they end up being productive. It's extraordinarily rare. This is from PFF College. Chargers rookie Oronde Gadsden was a top standout for week 6. Again, he played 71.4. I don't know where they get their snap share number, but I have him at 76.2% snap share for week number 6. 90% of the snaps on third down. That I didn't have. That's pretty good. So yeah, he's absolutely a deep sleeper waiver wire target, post waiver wire target. Because I actually don't think he got picked up in a lot of different spots. He had a really good game, double digit PPR. There's no question, right? 8 targets, 7 grabs, 68. But I think he's still widely available across various fantasy formats here. Again, Quentin Johnston was out. If QJ misses more time, I think I think Gadsden becomes a very playable asset here in week number 7. But again, even if he doesn't miss time, is Gadsden coming around? Guys, Gadsden comes from like legit lineage, right? Like his dad was a former NFL receiver, right? Not like an all-pro or anything, but yeah, this guy's got the roots, man. He's got the goods, right? Gadsden is the son of a former NFL receiver. Gadsden at Syracuse, mind you. Syracuse. Gadsden had 5 100-yard receiving games his final season at Syracuse. That is so impressive, right? And he also ran a really impressive 4.59 at his pro day. And shoot, if you just watch this guy play, man, he can move. He can move. He's got hands. Again, he's got that NFL lineage. Man, there's so much to like about Oronde Gadsden. And by the way, it usually takes rookies about 6 games to get activated onto the NFL football field. Guess what? 6 games in, Oronde Gadsden had a little bit of an arrival moment. I think if Gadsden is available on the waiver wire, 100% worth a stash and hold. If you're tight end, if you've got like Jawan Johnson, for example, I would put him on that level of tight end. Is he George Kittle? Is he Sam Laporta? No, he's not of that level. You know what I'm saying? But like that tier below where everyone is kind of sort of in that same bucket, I would put Gadsden in the lower end of that bucket. I would say he is a low end tight end 1, high end tight end 2. Okay, final one, and then I'm going to get to your questions for the rest of the chat here. What do I think of Mason Taylor? Is Gatson a better pickup? Again, pickup or stash? Play or stash? Mason the better play because Aaron Jones is out, right? Gatson, nah, you know what? No, actually, even then, Mason's still the better stash. You want to have a running back as a stash, handcuff. Aaron Jones is older. He's dealt a lot of injuries. He's dealing with another injury here. Are you talking about Mason Taylor? Oh, man, I thought... See, this is why full names matter, guys. Like, when you say Mason, my mind immediately thinks of Jordan Mason, y'all. Am I tripping? I guess that makes sense, but when you're talking about end-of-the-bench stashes, it could be Jordan Mason or Rondé Gatson, man. I don't know, dude. Anyways, hit me back with that chat, and let me know what you guys think. Anyways, one more play here for you, and I'll get to the chats for reals. Aaron Rodgers. He's playing Cincinnati this week. Bengals have the third worst quarterback pressure rate, right? Trey Hendrickson. Cincinnati has the third worst quarterback pressure rate, and Trey Hendrickson is banged up, right? Hendrickson got an MRI on his back. Your boy over here might get an MRI on my back. Golly, man, my back is crushing me right now. But he got an MRI on his back. Now, listen, it came back clean. But if you think about it, right, like his back injury was serious enough where he did have to get that test done, right? So right now, he's being listed as day-to-day. But here's the thing. It's a short week. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be surprised if Trey Hendrickson ends up sitting this one out. Their defense is already bad. It's already bad. We know this. Their O-line is bad. Their D is bad. And it's a short week with no Trey Hendrickson, man. There's a lot to like there. They play on Thursday night. And, oh, by the way, the Bengals have allowed the third most passing yards per game to the quarterback position. So, again, they allow a lot of passing yards. They don't get to the quarterback. If you're telling me Rodgers has time back there, man, he could be cooking. He could be cooking. I really like DK Metcalf this week as well. Okay, so, again, let me get to some of these questions in the chat. Tony, okay, I already got to you, Tony Valley. Old Fashioned, Flex, PPR, pick one. Mason Taylor, Vidal, Sterling Shepard. Oh, man. How are you sitting down Vidal after a 22-point effort in PPR? Nah, we're playing Vidal, man. Vidal is good. Vidal is good to go. And again, if you guys have questions, obviously throw them into the chat, man. We're going to get to them here. I'm on for another 12 minutes, and then I got to get out right at 10:30. I got to attend to my back. My back is my back is hurting, man. Anyways, okay. Here we go. Polo. Snagged Michael Carter because of you. Good looking out. My boy. I like it. Steel. Chat. DK or Odunze full PPR? Oh, I like both. I like DK and Odunze, but you know what? Give me Odunze. Give me Odunze every single time. Superflex, PPR start Dylan or, sorry, I missed that, guys. I'll get back to that one. Are we worried about Pat Bryant snap count? Yeah. He's not the number 2. He's the number 3, right? He's the number 3. So it's Troy Franklin's the number 2, and it's like it's really not up for debate. It's like Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin. It's the 1-2. And Pat Bryant is, he's pretty far down there. By the way, I thought he was fine. Like he put up some numbers at Illinois, but he's a guy to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Like Pat Bryant to me is like, I don't know, not that their games line up, but he's like Darius Slayton. Like he's a professional wide receiver. Like he's decent. He's decent. But he's not going to like elbow somebody out of a job. You know what I mean? Like he's all right. He's all right. Troy Franklin, though, he's playing out of the slot, and he's got that role, man. Trey Mason. By the way, Trey Mason's a former Auburn running back, right? Like he played for the Rams for a bit, didn't he? Trey Mason? Although you spell yours with a Y. Trey Mason, maybe. Chat, can y'all help me out? Because I feel like Trey Mason. Am I tripping? Trey Mason, former Auburn/Rams running back. Okay, Booty or Whittington? Booty or Whittington? Whittington. Give me Whittington if Puka Nacua is out. Ivan Mota. Dowdle or Kamara for the flex. I mean, I don't know what Chuba's status is, but I don't know how you sit down Dowdle. I don't know how you do it. And I get it. He's had some really nice matchups. He's had some really, really nice matchups. As a matter of fact, let me pull this up. Carolina this week is taking on the Jets. Jets have actually been pretty, I think they've been pretty tough against the run. Let me take a look at this real quick. Hold on. Bear with me. Jets. Let me go to the Jets. We're looking at Jets rush defense. So they have allowed 4.08 yards per carry to opposing running backs. That's the 13th best. So it's middle or 13th. Yeah, 13th best. So middle of the pack. They're bottom 12 in rush yards allowed. But across the board, I would say they're average. Right? Pretty good. They 6.21 explosive run rate allowed. That's 8th best. 22 point. See, this is why I think they're actually better than what their numbers indicate. 22.1% stuff rate. Right? That's 4th best in the NFL. That's pretty good, man. They've also allowed the fewest receptions and the second fewest receiving yards to running backs. I don't know, man. Actually, they're pretty solid, I would say. That being said, I think Dowdle, hard to sit Dowdle right now. Let's see where Chuba's at. If he's still not healthy, then obviously Dowdle is a go for sure, 100%, no question in my mind. Hold on. Okay, Henrique, Travis Hunter or Whittington. Travis Hunter or Whittington. How much longer do we got to wait for Travis Hunter, man? I don't know. I'm going to say, again, if it sounds like Puka's out, I'm going to say Whittington here. I mean, give me at least a little bit of upside. I just don't see upside with Travis Hunter right now. And I'm a guy that's got Travis Hunter in redraft and in Dynasty. I don't know how much longer I got to wait. You know what I mean? He is running an incredibly stripped down route tree. Crazy stripped down. Like, bro, can this guy run an over route out of the slot? Please, I'm begging you. Run an over route from the slot, please. I'm begging you. Like, please stop with these hitches and curls, man. Like, it's absurd. It's absurd. Like, if like the next hitch I see him run, man, like I want to say I'm going to throw my phone, but I'm not going to because I know he's going to run another hitch. That's all he runs. It's just so annoying, man. He's just running comebacks or curls. That's it. Let's give him a better route tree, please. Can he run like a deep dig? Can we give him one rep where he's lined up as an outside X receiver and runs let's run a dagger concept, you know? Like have him run a freaking deep dig, have the slot man. It could be BTJ clear out a route. Actually, De'Ami Brown out of the slot right there. That'd be great. I'm begging you, please. But no, I'm going to go ahead and say Whittington right there, Henrique. Edmund, K-Dot and a good waiver wire pickup. Yeah, he's decent. You know, he's a below average athlete, but he's out there. He plays a lot at tight end. And again, as I said, it's rare to find a tight end that plays less than 70% of the snaps that ends up being good. And if they end up being good, it's only because it's like a one-off. You know what I'm saying? K-Dot's out there a lot. But again, I think especially with all these injuries, Edmund, I actually think I think you might be onto something. Right? No Mike Evans, Chris Godwin hurt, Emeka Buka out. K-Dot, I would imagine, is going to see some solid target share. So you know what? Good on you, Edmund. Actually, you enlightened me here because you know what? I think you're right. I think K-Dot is a good waiver wire pickup here. All right. Brock, how do we feel about Troy Franklin and Pat Bryant? Well, like I said, Troy Franklin's the number 2. Pat Bryant's the number 3, 4. Jim Hyatt, is Jalen Coker going to be a good pickup? 100%. Yo, if Jalen Coker is out there, go pick him up. Right? And you could still stick him on the IR because I don't think they've acted him off IR yet. They probably will this week. It sounds like, God, sorry, I'm making random noises here because I'm an old man. But if they don't activate, but again, I would hold on to him, stick him in the IR, add somebody else, and then if they activate him, then you can make a roster decision. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, should I trade Barkley? I mean, yes and no. What are you getting back? Unless I'm getting top tier talent back, like I'm keeping Barkley. And again, I'm not sure what we're thinking here. What are we thinking with Barkley? I guess that would be my question. Unless you need depth. If you need depth, I could see like maybe trading Barkley for like, I don't know, like Odunze and Abuka. But again, it has to be that heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like that trade has to be that heavy. Because I'm not trading away Barkley for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm getting Rome and Abuka back, I make that deal maybe. Okay, this is from Anonymous. Should I trade Shakir and Addison for Matthew Golden and Travion Henderson? I mean, again, the Shakir Matthew Golden part, I think those are irrelevant. We keep wanting Matthew Golden. Like, it's really funny to me, guys. Like, I think Matthew Golden is fine. I don't think he's not that much of a, he's not a needle mover for me, man. Maybe I'm wrong, but this guy struggles against man press coverage. He's got the speed, he's got hands, and like that stuff matters. But again, Romeo Dobbs is the clear-cut number one op. Tucker Kraft's the number two. Matthew Golden's like the number three in a run-heavy offense. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe y'all disagree. I don't know. But I feel like this is a straight-up Addison for Travion Henderson trade. And if that's the case, give me Addison. Let me just say this. I don't know what J.J. McCarthy is going to look like when he comes back from injury. I can't imagine it's going to be good. I'm hoping they keep Carson Wentz. Okay, if you feel like J.J. McCarthy is going to be ass and he's going to tank this entire offense, which he absolutely could, you make that deal. Go ahead and make that deal because Addison will be the first person to fall off. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's a pecking order. It's like in Cincinnati, right? Like T. Higgins is falling off the map. But you know what? Jamar Chase still eating. And like, don't get me wrong, T. Higgins had double-digit PPR game. He'll have a day or two where he'll get double-digit, PPR plus a touchdown. Now he's looking at 16, 17, 18. Right? He'll have those games, 100%. But to predict those games will be hard. He'll also have bottom-out games, like crash-out games where he gets to like 6 or 7. That's Addison. Addison is T. Higgins in this equation. Justin Jefferson, Jettas is going to get his. Right? But Addison, if J.J. McCarthy tanks and he crashes out, bro, Addison could be in trouble. So if you're hoping for Matthew Golden to break through, if you're hoping for Travion Henderson to break through, yeah, I make that deal. Otherwise, I'm holding on to Addison. It really depends, Anonymous, on what you feel about J.J. McCarthy and what do you feel about Matthew Golden and Travion Henderson as prospects. I would just say that. Big Rob, Bucky Irving still out. You've got Bam Knight, Hassan Haskins, and Pacheco. What do? I'm starting Pacheco. Yo, did you guys know Pacheco's playing well? He's averaged 4.6 yards per carry over his last 4 games. Like, he's running pretty good. By the way, he's playing like over 65% of the snaps over his last 4 games too. I think they're easing him back in from injury, but by the way, one of the most underreported things right now is how good KC's offense is, like legit. Mahomes is firing up. If you want to buy candidate right now, give me Mahomes. I'm not saying buy low. I'm just saying straight up buy. Like, Mahomes could mess around and be the quarterback 1 this year, y'all. With like how Lamar Jackson is injured, Josh Allen is scuffling. Why can't Mahomes be the quarterback 1 on the season? And no one's talking about him. No one in fantasy is talking about him. All right, I got 1 minute and then get the heck out of here. Let me try to get some of these questions real quick. Superflex, this from Ryan. PPR, start Dylan Gabriel or Vidal. Superflex, you always start a quarterback. I'm going to start Dylan Gabriel. He's got a good matchup this week too. CW, is it time to give up on Keon Coleman? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't start him. I'm holding on to him, but I'm not starting him. The guy's playing like 80, 90% of the snaps, and he's just not getting targets. I don't know. Maybe they figure out something after the bye. Hold on. Let's see what happens after the bye, because sometimes they can reorganize things there. You like Cedric Tillman late in the year with Sanders. A lot of assumptions being made there. You know, like Sanders going to play, Cedric Tillman's going to come. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, if Sanders comes back, I like Cedric Tillman a lot more than with Dylan Gabriel, who's like a checkdown king right now. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I had a hard out here at 10:30. I gotta tend to my back too, man. Anyways, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate you guys in the chat. We'll catch you guys next week. Same bat channel, same bat time. All right, man. Remember, it's never too late to chase your dreams. All right, peace.